The neon lights of Tokyo never sleep, but in the quiet, sterile hallway of the Shibuya Tech District, secrets are the only thing that breathe. My name is Ren, and at 24, I thought I was the prodigy of the Katsura architectural firm. I did not just design buildings, I designed legacies. I spent my nights in a high-tech studio apartment on the 42nd floor, a space filled with glass, steel, and the latest smart home integrations. It was a gift from my mentor and older brother, Daichi. He was the CEO, the face of the company, the man who stepped in when our parents left us nothing but debt. 3 nights ago, the air conditioning unit in my bedroom started making a high pitched hum. I am perfectionist. I can't sleep if a single bolt is out of place. I pulled the vent cover to check the filter, and that's when I saw it. Tucked behind the charcoal mass was a high frequency transmitter linked to a pinhole lens. It was not just a camera, it was a sophisticated data thief. Hardwired into the building's mainframe, it was angled perfectly to capture my computer's screen and the biometric safe where I kept my original blueprints. I did not rip it out. In the world of high stakes corporate architecture, if you find a bug, you don't crush it. You find it what you want it to hear. You feed it what you want it to hear. I realized that for 6 months, every revolutionary design I'd whispered into my voice recorder had been stolen before I could ever pitch it. The betrayal did not stay digital for long. At the office the next morning, Daichi called me into the boardroom. He sat there in his $5,000 suit, looking every bit the protective older brother. He told me the board was concerned about my mental stability. He mentioned I'd been talking to myself in my apartment, looking erratic and failing to produce new work. He suggested I take a medical leave at a private facility in the mountains, a place where communication with the outside world was restricted. That's when the gears clicked. He was not just stealing my designs to keep the firm afloat, he was planning to disappear me so he could claim my latest patent, a self-sustaining seismic alloy, as his own. He needed me declared incompetent so he could execute a dormant successor clause in our contract. I spent the next 48 hours playing the part of the crumbling genius. I let the camera watch me drink too much, pace the floor, and accidentally leave a set of blueprints on my desk. Blueprints for a structural design that looked brilliant but contained a catastrophic mathematical flaw in the weight distribution. While Daichi watched the feed, salivating over his next stolen masterpiece, I was working from a burner laptop at a 24-hour internet cafe in Shinjuku. I was not just tracking the camera, I was tracking the money. I discovered Daichi had not been saving the firm. He'd been gambling the company's assets on offshore crypto exchanges and losing millions. The medical facility he wanted to send me to was not a hospital. It was a cell corporation owned by a debt collector syndicate. He was not just betraying me, he was selling me to cover his markers. The climax did not happen in a courtroom, it happened at the groundbreaking ceremony for the new Tokyo Sky Pier. The city's elite were there. Daichi stood on the podium, ready to unveil his latest design, the one I'd fed him through the hidden cameras. As he hit the button to reveal the 3D model, the screens did not show a building, they showed a live stream of his own office. The crowd gasped as they watched a pre recorded video of Daichi installing the camera in my vent, followed by a spreadsheet of his embezzled losses scrolling in bright red numbers. I stood in the back of the crowd, holding the remote triggered. He looked at me, his face pale under the spotlights, the mask of the caring brother shattering in front of the world's media. The police were waiting at the edge of the stage, not for a madman, but for a fraud. Today, I still live in Tokyo, but the glass walls of my new office are clear for a different reason. I realized that family is not about the blood you share, but the floor you stand on. Daichi is serving 6 years for corporate espionage and kidnapping conspiracy. People ask if I hate him. I don't. I just architected a reality where he could no longer build his life on top of mine. I still check the vents every 6 months, not because I am afraid, but because I am the one who knows exactly where the cameras are hidden.